Hello everyone and welcome back to an old Payday 2 favorite series, Payday 3 Mythbusters. So today I have around 7 myths to test out. Some of them are pretty obvious, some of them are actually pretty interesting, so it'll be interesting to see how this video goes. So I was thinking of actually doing this video series the same way I was doing it before on Payday 2, but this time, because it's Payday 3 and I like to change things up to see what works and what doesn't on here, I'm going to be doing this stuff live and talking over it at the same time. So I'm hoping this works out well. This is actually a good thing. They'll be talking over and all that stuff. So let's get straight into it, shall we? The first one is it possible to one-shot a bulldozer? All these myths on my list, I actually made up myself because, again, this is the first episode, so I will be taking suggestions in the comments for future episodes. So let's get into a game and test this out, shall we? So for this myth to work, surprisingly enough, you only need 2 things. Well, you need one skill, which I honestly forgot what the name was because no one really uses it, really. I don't really use it as well. You need that skill, which I'll show, and this sniper rifle with 1 bullet, and if you have edge, you can kill a bulldozer in 1 shot, which is really funny, honestly. That skill gives you more damage if it's the last shot in the magazine, and that does count against with overkill weapons, funny enough. When I was first testing this, I was actually going through every single skill trying to get as much damage as possible. That's why I got ammo for, and that's why I got this for. The little icon gives me more damage. I was thinking to myself, I need to get some more people in because of this skill requires more people to have it to get more damage. But it turns out, no, you only need 1 skill. And this sniper rifle, which is really funny, because there's another dozer there, I'll show you this. So normally, this sniper rifle, 2 shots, put a bulldozer in the stomach. See? 2 shots in the stomach, not the head. So with that skill, which gives you more damage, it actually kind of does make sense that it's a 1 shot now in the stomach. So that has confirmed this myth. It is possible to 1-shot a bulldozer. It's actually really easy to do that as well. So let's move on to the next one. So we are on Art Gallery. We're just now finishing this up real quick. So we're going to be doing 2 things at once because the first one and the second one is pretty short to do, so we'll be doing 2 at once right here. The first one is it possible to melee the techie's drone? Is it possible to destroy it with melee? Here you are. So, yeah. Okay, that was the bots. So it is not possible to melee the techie's drone, unfortunately. I'll try it again with these bots out of here. Here's the drone. Ow. Yeah, as you can see, it does not work at all. You can sit here all day, you can hit the blades. Oh, thanks Dallas. But yeah, that is a busted. You cannot destroy techie drones with your melee. So the second myth I'm going to be doing on this level is, if you have any amount of absorption, you will survive any fall. So I have absorption. I'm just gonna jump off the building. Ouch. That was actually really close. I have a feeling they kind of changed fall damage in a way, because I'm gonna be honest, last time I tested this, it was completely different. So last time I tested this, the amount of fall damage is your HP is, like, the amount of HP you have, that's how much fall damage you can take. You can't do any more than that. So really, if you have a tiny amount of green, you'll be able to survive any fall damage. But now, it seems like it's different, and the fall damage actually scales to how far you're falling, unlike before. Maybe something was wrong with my game before, but that's what it was like when I tested this. So like right now, if I have this much of a absorption in my HP, I would survive this before. But I'm pretty sure I won't. And then one I do, but I have very little HP, which is interesting. So at the moment it's plausible, but I have a good idea. So let's get out of here, and let's get to the next myth, and also test this one a bit more. So I think this spot right here is a perfect little area to test out two things. First off, this health absorption thing, real quick. Just gonna do that and just jump right off. So there you go. It is possible. Let me just test this. Just test something real quick. Let me do this and get myself down to just no absorption. I'm taking armor damage now, so I now have no absorption. So if I die, then this is confirmed. There you go. And of course I get revived, because why not? Alright, so the myth of being able to survive any height with any amount of absorption is true. So while I'm here, might as well test out the next one, which is you're able to catch yourself on zip lines. And this is true, and it's honestly really fun. So if you just jump down, do that, done. So if you're on mouse and keyboard, if you simply just press F and space and then press F again, you'll be good. You press space to get off it, and then you press F to get back on it. But make sure as well, face this way, because it for some reason adds velocity to you. So if you do it this way, you just, yeah, you get launched out. So I would recommend facing one of the walls if you do it. So the next thing on my list is it possible to get bags into unattainable areas or unreachable areas? So the way to do this, well, the way I do it anyway, is to use this shotgun right here. It's the M7 something, I forgot what it's called, but M7 shotgun. The one with the, like, 3 bursts. This, for some reason, launches bags quite far if you shoot them. So if you do this, for example, if you throw it up and shoot it, it goes flying like that. So you can actually put bags in, like, areas like this. So yeah, that's a thing. And I've actually heard that this was actually a thing ages ago, that you can move bags with weapons. You can even use the minigun to make the thing go flying too, which is funny. So another map that I found out with this griefing bag thing is Golden Shark. Over here in this corner there is a invisible wall, like very obviously a invisible wall, you can see. But for some reason every single invisible wall around here is like really high, but this one is not. So yeah, this is actually part of the drill, so good luck getting that back. I guess you could with grenades if you're lucky, but that's literally the only way you can do it. If you don't have grenades, like specifically grenades or explosives, you just can't get it back. So that's why I really want Overkill to patch this shit, because it is so easy to grief it. So one more spot that I want to show you is Rock the Cradle. So again, this is one of those maps where every single invisible wall is actually really, like, really high up. Besides this one little spot, if you angle it just right, which it is difficult to do, you can go right over or even on top of the invisible wall, and you can shoot it again, and there it goes. Now it's out of the map. Well, I guess you can still get it, but it is possible to get out of the map. Again, it's tricky to do it. This invisible wall is a bit high, but because we have the truck, we have some height as well. You just have to get the angle right, but at least you can do that. So there we go, I got it. So that one is now out of bounds, you can't get that. You know what, while I'm here, let's test out the minigun. So you are very limited with the minigun, which makes it balanced, honestly. You can't pick up bags, but if you pick up a bag and then pick up the minigun, you still have the bag. So you can throw bags. So let's see how this goes. Wow. So yeah, that's a thing. You actually it actually goes so much higher than the shotgun. Wow. So I guess you can just rev this up and then there you go, out of the map. And because it's not like going through the world or whatever, it's not considered as out of bounds, so it won't teleport back in the map. So it's just there forever now. So I'm just going to say this straight up. Don't do this. Don't grief people's games like this, because this is just straight up annoying. And honestly, we can't do anything about it. If someone does this to you, you can't do much about it. Like, even if they just keep the bag on them, the only way they can drop it is if they go down, because there's no vote to kick. There is a vote to reset, but you can easily just not vote, because for some reason in this game, 3 yeses and 1 no equals a no. I don't know why, but you can just keep the freaking lobby hostage for some stupid reason. So Overkill really needs to work on that. So anyway, let's move on to our last myth. I guess we can do it here as well, so why not? So the last myth I have on my list is it possible to outrun a cloaker? And even with no rush, this is actually possible. So I just heard that. Here he comes. Here he comes. He's probably going to get shot. Yeah, he's going to get shot. Oh! As you can see, it is possible. Quite easily, actually, so... So it actually might be worth it to just run when you hear a cloaker. So that is my last myth I have on my list. Unfortunately, I was going to go and try and do 10 per video, but I couldn't think of anything else, honestly. So just like on Payday 2, I will be taking suggestions from comments and probably things from Discord and probably everything else. So we had 6 confirmed myths and 1 busted myth. So that is it for this episode. As always, like I keep saying, I will be taking suggestions and comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Even though I am losing subscribers daily, I am still uploading and still committing to the grind to this game, and YouTube, of course. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.